Sorry guys, I'm a little bit late, but we're in for a very exciting video. Okay. My name is Cynthia Shaya from Fine Urban Interiors. I'm actually the head of communications, and I know there's a lot of you that think I'm the designer. I'm actually not. I'm just the head of communications. Now, in this video, I'm super excited because I'll be talking to you about two projects that we're currently working on, one in Namanga and one in Kisumu. But before we get into that, I need to reiterate the importance of having us there from the get-go. Now, you will see in these two projects, one of them, the client had the forethought to involve us when they were starting out, and the other one called us a bit later on in the project, and you'll see how that affected the costs that were incurred by the client. Now, working with any interior designer firm can be kind of nerve-wracking because it is an industry that is built on honesty and trust. And I'm so honored to work for a company where I've been able to see time and time again the clients absolutely trust Fine Urban Interiors with their dream homes. Now, I will be giving you an example of one of these projects where the client is actually not in the country. That just goes to show that they are completely secure that when they come back, we will have exactly what they wanted. Now, let's take a look at the project that the client had the foresight to actually call us in before things went in too far, and we'll show you all the things that we were able to catch and correct to make the house absolute perfection. Now, see this in these next clips. Hello and welcome to Yala. You can see I am standing in front of this absolutely massive structure that we're going to be working on. I'm very excited about this project because it is bare. It is bare bones. You can see from the outside, completely bare. The inside is the same way. I'm super excited to see this transformation because this will showcase every skill set that Fine Urban possesses. Now, you should call Fine Urban at this stage because this is the best stage to identify all the structural issues that you might have, and we can fix it at this stage. Is the best place for us to start working with you. Now we can head in and I can tell you a bit more about this project. Follow me. So this house has an open plan. We want it to feel very modern in the end, but also we want to add in these rustic elements. A few of the things that we want to do here is a total interior outfit, and we have a lot of structural modifications that we're going to make. There's a lot of crooked entrances and beams, and you'll be able to see that when we're walking through the house, and the cameraman will be zooming in so you can see just how many issues we were able to identify. Now, this is the entryway. You can see they have quite a large entryway. This is a very big house. And over here, we have this beam. It's a support beam. We can't get rid of that, but it looks kind of awkward on its own. There is no symmetry in this entire wall, and this is your entrance. So you definitely wanted to make a statement. So what will we do? We can't get rid of that. So we're going to add very small walls. Like on this end, we're gonna add like a 300mm wall that just comes out a bit. And then we're also going to increase this column to be about 1 foot. And on the other end, we're also going to have a wall that is 3 millimeters from here, so that it creates a sort of partition. And then when you walk in, everything kind of looks aligned and looks more uniform and very beautiful. Now we're not just going to leave it like that. We're going to have like a focal wall on this section. There's going to be a broken mirror design here, like strips of mirrors just going up and down to just make an impact in this space, because the entryway, as I said, has to be the place that you make one of your first statements. Now, let's head into the next space, which is where the client actually wants their living room to be. This is where they want the living room, and I can see why they would want the living room. It just makes sense. But you can see the staircase. It comes in quite far, and this would be a challenge when it comes to furniture arrangement. So we were thinking, is there any way we could convince the client to have this be their foyer? This would be a good idea because you can see it has very high ceilings. You can imagine having a huge chandelier somewhere in the center here, and this being the place that welcomes people into your home. It will be absolutely stunning. And another challenge would be the arranging of the furniture. Now you might be thinking, like, why are you thinking about arranging furniture when you're at this stage? It really matters because when you're building your walls, you have to think, where's the TV going to be? Where are people going to sit so that they can most comfortably enjoy the entertainment? When you're trying to put a TV somewhere so people can sit and enjoy it, will we have the seats on that end? How high would we have to put the TV to keep this entrance? So it's quite going to be a tricky thing if the client decides that this is where they actually want their living room. But if we're able to turn it into a foyer, we can put many different smaller seats, so it can just be like a relaxing area instead of the living area. But if they want to, we're the guys for the job. We will make it work. We will find a way to do it. Now, let's head into the next room. Now, right here, this is where the client wants the man cave to be. Makes sense. It seems like it makes sense, but try and think, if the living room's there and the man cave is here and we have this large opening, where's the privacy? There's going to be a lot of interference between the people in the living room and the man cave. So we're hoping to convince the client to have the living room here instead. So that's the foyer and this is the living room, because this is a nice space. You can see it has plenty of options when it comes to seating. We can have the TV on that wall or on that wall and still have enough room all around to have seats without really interfering with anything. And then it has this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous opening. You can see our clients enjoy their views. There's a lot of large openings in this house. They enjoy their views and we want to keep that. So this opening, we're going to keep it like that. And yeah, now let's head. Actually, there's something I forgot to show you. Come, let me explain a little more about this section. I didn't talk enough about this opening. So this will be kept. We do want this to stay, but we are going to close it up a little bit because I don't know if you can tell from down here, up there, those two walls, they're not symmetrical. They're not the same size. So we want to adjust those so that they're the same size, and then bring that same element all the way down so that these two openings are practically the same. That way we will create flow through the entire house and these beautiful high walls, so it's not jarring that there's a huge difference between down here and up there. But this will be a door. This will be a large opening so that they can come out into the, I would call this a courtyard, so I assume they're gonna have seats here. We'll see, you'll have to see that in the coming videos. So we're gonna have a large door here, and to break up monotony, we can't just have two bland, big openings on the same wall. So up there, I will be telling you what we're gonna do once we get upstairs. So now let's head into the next room. So this is the dining room. It is huge and I love it. Out here we're going to do a lot of landscaping, so it's going to be very, very beautiful. So to utilize this area, we're going to also include a tufted seat. I can see it. I can see myself sitting here, enjoying this lovely view. There's so much light coming in. It's so warm. Having a seat here would be a perfect idea. And we have more than enough room to add in any other features that we want. We could have a sink over there. We're gonna have a beautiful big dining table here because there's more than enough space. And one of the main things we're doing in this space is completely modifying this wall over here. Now it's very symmetrical. I know you're wondering, why do we want to touch this? Why do we want to change anything? But this will make more sense when we get to the master bedroom. So what we're going to do on this wall is just move the windows over a little bit. So just slightly to the side as well as the other one. We're just going to move it slightly to the side. Now you'll understand this further when we go to the master bedroom. So the dining area and the kitchen, there you can see it's just one big space. You can see there's this beam here that actually we wish we could get rid of, but it is structural. So we want to find a very creative way of concealing that and making it look like part of the design. So maybe we're thinking adding in recessed lights so that way it looks like it was something so intentional. I think that would be so beautiful. And we're in the kitchen. This is the kitchen. Lovely big kitchen. I love this. This is my dream kitchen. If I had a kitchen, if I could build my dream home, I'll make sure that the kitchen is one of the biggest spaces. And this is like the optimum size. You can imagine this would be a great place for family to come and work together. Like you can have your cousins, you can have your aunties coming in and you're all able to work together. And to make it have maximum functionality, we are going to include 2 islands. You can see they have a lot of space. We're able to do that. So we're going to have the main island, which will land about somewhere here. So this will be the main workspace. And to create a sort of partition between the kitchen and the dining area, we're also going to include another island somewhere about here. Yeah, it'll be about here and we'll be facing towards the dining. Honestly, with all this space, we have so much freedom to play around, and yeah, it will be very, very beautiful. Of course, we're going to have the sink somewhere over there. You can see it has this large window. It's beautiful. It's a great view. I can't wait to see the finished product. Honestly, I am so super excited, and I hope you're as excited as I am. Now, over on this side, we just have a bit of a storage room over here. We'll transform this into the pantry with shelving and, you know, all that good stuff. And over on this side, that's just the garage. So come on, this way. There's a bit more on this end. I forgot there's 2 small rooms at the entryway that I didn't mention. We have over here. This will be the laundry room. You can see it's kind of set up to be like a toilet, a powder room. But we thought we could use this space as a laundry room. It has enough space to have a dryer and a washing machine, and still have enough room for us to put in shelving for all the clothes that are already washed and clean. So this will be the perfect space. Instead of having 2 toilets at the entrance, we'll have the toilet be on this end. So over here, this will actually serve as the powder room when, you know, they have guests over. So we thought that using those 2 spaces for 2 different things to maximize on the functionality of the house. This is another great space. It's just enough for what we needed to do. But of course, it has to look very beautiful, and we will make sure that we do that. Oh, another thing, you see that? You can see on that end, this opening, very crooked. You can see, like, it's places like this where you can really clearly see that the walls, they were just not done well. This is such a gorgeous house, and there's so many things that were messed up, and I'm so glad that the client had the foresight to be like, whoa, let me call in an interior designer. Let me see what they can do at this stage. And we're able to come in and correct things like this. So not only are we going to be just fixing it structurally, we're also going to be lowering that because it's a bit too high at the moment. Just lowering it a little bit and then adding paneling all around, like just having beautiful paneling. So you can imagine having this be a bit of a statement wall and then also having this side be a statement wall. This place is going to look stunning. The final result is going to shock you. I'm sure I'm going to be shocked too. So let's head upstairs and take a look at what's up there. Come on, follow me. I do love a spiral staircase. It's so modern, it is so beautiful. Now this is the landing area. I told you guys this house is massive. This is a huge landing area and it's intentional. Obviously you can see they have this large fireplace in here, but it does look like something not very modern. So what we want to do is modernize it. We don't want to get rid of it because this is going to actually be like a family room. So we're just going to kind of reshape it to make it fit better with the rest of the designs of the house, but keep it there because it's actually a nice feature. And then this whole area is just going to be the family room. You'll have your seating, you'll have your TV, and we're just going to beautify this space and make it look amazing. And then on that end is a balcony. This is a balcony. Look at that view. Just look at it, just take a moment. It's a beautiful house. It's a well-designed house, but the finishing, that's where you need us. So before I forget to mention, the staircase. So we're going to add this grill that's gonna come all the way up, and that's how we're going to inject that antique element that I talked about. And those grills are gonna come all the way up and go towards this end, but also come towards this side. It's gonna go all the way around, and I can only imagine that mix of modern and rustic in this open plan house is going to be absolutely gorgeous. So the grill is gonna come all this way, and now we've entered another outdoor space. It's like magic. Honestly, walking through this house, it's such a breeze. I have to have an open plan house in future. But yeah, the grill will actually stop over there. This is the space I was talking about, this opening that you could see from the living room. We want to break monotony. That is key. We want to beautify and break that monotony. So here, it's going to be glass. We're going to have beams that are going to be here, and then we're going to enclose this space with glass. It's going to have a beautiful glass feature. And I did mention the views are very important. You don't want to close off those views. So having the glass here, having the glass on the other end, that creates flow, creates harmony, but also keeps these gorgeous views. Why would you want to close this up? You wouldn't. So the glass is a great solution that adds some elements of interior design that are beautifying the space, but also keeping in mind the things that the client really enjoys about their house. Now let's head over this way. We are gonna go, let me see. Now here we are. We are in the master bedroom. These are the two windows. Do you recognize them? These are the same windows from the dining room downstairs that I mentioned. This room is the reason we have to adjust the wall. We have to keep the symmetry. We can't move these windows up here and leave the ones downstairs the same, because that is just not going to be symmetrical, and that is just not going to be beautiful. So we have to change things up. The reason we want to actually do that, you might be thinking, why should we touch it? It seems perfect. If you want to have the ultimate bed, which is a 6x6, it's just not gonna fit here. It's not. It's gonna obstruct the windows. It's gonna be an issue. And we are not afraid to get our hands a little dirty. So we're gonna make those adjustments just to fit in the thing that the client would want in their room. So this window will move to the side a bit, and so will this window. Just a little bit off to the side, just to make sure that that bed will fit, because the alternative was having the headboard on this end, which is not sensible. It does not make sense. Because about it. You walk in and you're right here. That's not what you want for your bedroom. So this would rather be the TV wall and then have the headboard be on this side. And we can also add in a bit more storage on that corner. So we're using this space in the best way possible, maximizing the functionality and making sure it looks very, very good. And we have that gorgeous feature yet again over there in the window, the views, the beautiful views of this house. Now let's head into the walk-in closet, my favorite part. I dream of a walk-in closet all the time. They just are an ultimate luxury. Oh, you can see we've done a bit of work here already. So there was all this debris you see on the ground was a wall, like a very small wall that was here. That didn't really make much sense. It really didn't. There was no functionality. There's no reason why that should have been there. So we're taking that down, and now you can see it opens up the space. There's no like an awkward divide in between the space, but it's now bigger. We're able to maximize on storage and really design something that's beautiful, where the client will come in and really enjoy to sit down, to get ready, to look at themselves, to feel good. So opening that up was the best idea. Now let's go into the bathroom. I know I keep saying everything is gorgeous, but honestly, if I was to build my dream home, this is what I'd want the spaces to feel like. The sizes. I love the sizes of these rooms. And I'm so glad we get to get our hands on them and make sure that our clients have their dream home at the end of it and don't have to come back later and modify things because the wall was crooked, and it's a total nightmare. I don't know if any of you have a crooked wall in your house where you're like, I wish we had changed that before we did all the paint work and did everything, because that's extra cost having to take that down. So I love this. I love this stage. And also another advantage of being at this stage is plumbing and electrical work, before I forget to mention. We get to route our own electrical work and kind of decide on plumbing, because you can imagine if we came to a house that was already established, we wouldn't be able to have that freedom because things are already set in place. So coming in at this stage, we're able to decide, okay, do we want the sink to go here? Do we want it to be on the other side? Do we want to have the shower on this end or that? So that is a huge, huge advantage when it comes to designing and making sure that the space is the most comfortable, most functional. You don't want to bump into things when you walk in. So here we're gonna have the toilet bowl. We're gonna have a his and her sink. As always, his and hers is perfect, so you don't interfere. You don't have to wait for someone to finish doing what they're doing for you to start. You can just be in the room at the same time and not interfere with each other. We're going to have an absolutely massive, high-end, top-of-the-line like shower here. You know how we like to go above and beyond for the experiences for the bathrooms, because it's a place you're supposed to come in and relax. So we're gonna have a top-of-the-line shower here. And what do you guys think will go here? This space, this gorgeous view. We're gonna have a jacuzzi, of course. We have more than enough space to do that. A jacuzzi would be perfect. And you might be worried about privacy because it is quite a large window. I can see it's quite a large window, but that will be taken care of. That wall will come up slightly to a point where our clients can still enjoy the view without having anyone peeking in. So this space is going to be the jacuzzi. Now, that would be perfect. I want to see the end result. Okay, now come on, let's head out. We're about to finish now. But you remember downstairs, we wanted to have the space that was meant for the man cave become the living room. We have to find a solution for that, because we still have to have the man cave, because that was an absolute must for the client. And as we said, we are here to make the dream home. So we're not just gonna take away things and not give you a solution. Here, you gotta peek into the garage. So we're right on top of the garage at this moment. And this space really didn't have anything. It wasn't supposed to be used for anything. So we thought, why not have this be the man cave? It has a lot more privacy. It would be more outdoorsy, which is what I assume would be most enjoyable to columns that are coming from all the way downstairs. So that would be great to have those and extend them up so that we can build this man cave. And you're thinking, what? how will they get here? You just walked through the master bedroom, walk through the walk-in, and now you're gonna come out into the man cave. There's no privacy there. How will people even get up here? So we have a nook on this end. Over here, there is this nook here, and it wouldn't be quite a big challenge to just have a spiral staircase leading up here so that they can access it from the outside. So we could make those stairs just lead up here, and when the visitors come, they don't have to go through all that. They don't have to invade the privacy and walk through the master bedroom, but there's a lot of space out here, and it would be a great use of this space. You can see we can have a lot of seating. We could choose to have like a solid blacked out roofing, or we could choose to have clear roofing so that they can enjoy the light and have it be more of an outdoor experience, because we also want to include a kitchenette. This is to avoid back and forth. Oh, we have to go downstairs to get this, or we have to do that. So on this end, we could have a kitchenette with cabinetry. You could have a sink. You could store your glasses here, your drinks, whatever it is, because it's still safe enough to do that. So you can imagine it's going to be a full experience, more than enough space. You could have a TV in here if you wanted. You'll have to see that once we've built up the wall, because I know it can be quite difficult to imagine how things will be. But if you've seen our videos, you know we always go above and beyond. Now, come on, follow me. I am so honored. I am absolutely honored to work for a company like Fine Urban Interiors. Honestly, I don't talk about this much, but the level of trust that I've seen clients having for Fine Urban Interiors is unbelievable. Because let me give you an example. The clients who own this house are not even in the country. They're not in the country, but they saw our work and they trusted us enough to call us in and be like, we're not going to be around, but we know you're going to deliver, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Now you can see we've come to Yala. It's quite the distance from Nairobi, and I've seen a lot of comments on our YouTube channel where people are asking, hey, can you come to where I live? And we do consultations, and that's what that's there for. Do not be afraid to reach out to Fine Urban Interiors just because you feel like you live far away. We go all over the country. We even go internationally. That might be something you might not know, but you can call us wherever you are. We'll come in, we will find you, we will do a consultation, we will talk through your ideas so that you have a say in the things that you want for your home, and we can see how we're going to bring that into fruition. So make sure you follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. We're also on Twitter. You can contact us and we'll give you all the information that you might need. And like, subscribe, and comment. Make sure you comment. Let me know what you enjoy. Are you building your dream home? Will you call us on the number that we will leave on the screen? So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.